Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Meredith Grew's, Colliers Meredith Grew's annual 30th Trends in the Real Estate Market Seminar. On the way in, I talked to a couple of you, and the first person I met said, I asked, well, how are you? He said, how am I? I'm terrible. How's the real estate business? Between awful and terrible, so I'm not sure which was which. The second person I met said, this is like the 90s, except it's much worse. The third person, who was kind of an elder statesman in the crowd, said, well, I was born in a depression, I just lost half my net worth, and it looks like I'm going to die in a depression. I don't think it's that bad, okay? Last year at our event, we opened up the program with a sports video. You may remember it, those of you who were here. And we had the Celtics and the Bruins and the Red Sox and the Patriots, world champions. We had a flow back to Flutie, and we had all kinds of sports highlights accompanied by Dropkick Murphy's band. And it was sort of a euphemism or a parallel to the real estate business. Intense competition, winners and losers, high risk, high reward, multifaceted, all kinds of different dimensions, and certainly a contact sport like the real estate business. We did, though, on a serious note, issue a theme of caution in our discussions, but we were eclipsed beyond our wildest expectations in the last quarter of '08 as the world unraveled around us. As you know, devastation in the financial markets and just absolute chaos. Well, today we open with a very different theme, reflecting the current business climate, and as you view this video, you will see familiar parallels to the world around us, the economy, the stock market, the real estate market, the capital markets, and you can use your imagination to see exactly which scene fits the experience that you're going through as we currently weather this storm. So hold on. Thank you. That's the circle of life on the Serengeti Plains, and it's the absolute chase of the migration going across the plains in search of greener pastures, and they get whacked left and right by the predators. So you can use your imagination for the rest of it. The takeaway, of course, is that's what we're experiencing in lots of ways. Brutal, difficult, extraordinary changes in our economy, but like the circle of life, there is a recovery, and the recovery will come. When? We're not smart enough to know the answer to that, but we strongly believe that the Boston area economy and the region is relatively strong, in a relatively strong position compared to the rest of this country. With our innovation, high technology, intellectual capital base, med-ed complex, financial services, all bloodied but unbowed, but as you read in the day-to-day papers, with enormous challenges at hand. This will be survival of the fittest, but the fittest will survive and prosper. Cash buyers will have great buying opportunities. Strong tenants will have great leasing opportunities. As you all know, the overriding financial issues are the capital markets and the liquidity in the financial sector. This is a global scale, not a local scale, but it affects us all. My partners will take you through the supply-demand stats and the market conditions as we currently note, and with some expectations for '09. And then that will be followed, of course, by our keynote speaker. We will begin the program now, and I will introduce my partner, Kevin Phelan, president of Colliers Meredith Grew. Kevin cuts a wide swath through this city from a capital markets perspective and from a position as leadership in a host of not-for-profit entities and community activities. Kevin is also well known for his breakfast group, which is a forum for leadership from all disciplines in the greater Boston area. It's with great pride that I introduce my partner, Kevin Phelan, president of Colliers Meredith Grew. Thank you, Ted, and thank you all of the presenters, Kevin, Dave, Ron, Jim, Joe, and Lisa. Job well done. I now have the great pleasure to introduce this afternoon's keynote speaker, Bob Reynolds, Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Putnam Investments. As everyone in the Boston area knows, in the business world, Bob is an extraordinary business builder, a practical visionary who gets things done, an active member of the community, and a great sportsman. also a great sports fan. Bob is a proud son of West Virginia and a graduate of the West Virginia University, majoring in finance. West Virginia, as you know, is home of the Mountaineers. Bob has struck deep roots in Boston over the past 25 years. Under his leadership, Fidelity's workplace savings business grew by more than 100-fold and became the largest provider of 401k premium retirement savings plans in the United States. Bob not only built the first generation of 401k plans, but also helped lead a reform effort that led to the Pension Protection Act of 2006 and resulted with a much stronger workplace savings systems. Bob has never been one to rest on his laurels. He is always driving for continuous improvement. He has been doing that again in his new position as CEO at Putnam. He has instituted numerous waves of change since he took the helm in July, and I suspect he's just getting started. Bob takes success as just to build upon. He does not rest on his laurels. He brings that same spirit of engagement to our community. He has been working on educational and youth activities, the Boys and Girls Clubs, inner-city entrepreneurship programs, the Boston Possum Symphony, and is chairman of the Boston Advisory Board for the American Island Fund. He is also an avid sportsman and all-around great guy. I discovered this when I traveled with him on a golf trip to Ireland. He was an active, this is really a specialty. I haven't met too many specialties like this. He was an active referee in college football, and he did not hang up his cleats until well into his 40s. He is an excellent golfer, having played with both Tiger Woods and the former President Bill Clinton. He's a great fan of the Red Sox, the Celtics, and the Patriots, almost a native. So if he becomes a Bruins fan, that will round it out, and he'll be welcome as a native. Bob's mantra is, anything is possible if you believe and work hard enough. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to introduce our keynote speaker, Chairman of Putnam, Bob Reynolds. Thank you.